Alright, it's Sunday, March 17th, 2013. I'm in Allegheny County, and I'm going out to fish delayed harvest on Deer Creek. I think I'm going to start at. It's about 8:12 in the morning, so we'll see what happens today. It's pretty cold, so I'm hoping that'll keep a lot of people off of the water. It's only about 30 degrees, so we'll see what happens today. Alright, I'm hooked up with my first trout of the day. It's a rainbow. Alright, I accidentally turned the camera off. Not a bad fish. Alright, 2 casts later, I'm hooked up again. Another rainbow. Decent fish. Alright, next cast and I'm hooked up again. Another rainbow. Third trout of the day. Alright, I'm hooked up to my 4th fish of the day. It's another rainbow. Not a bad fish. Alright, the next cast I'm hooked up with my 5th trout. So that's my limit for the day. At least it would be if I wasn't fishing delayed harvest and I could keep these fish. Oh, he just came off. So like I said, that was my 5th fish of the morning. I'm fishing this pool through here on Deer Creek, delayed harvest. And I'll get another cast in and see how many more fish I can pull out of here. Alright, 2 casts later, my 6th trout. Another rainbow. Not a bad fish. Well, it took a little while, but I'm finally hooked up to my 7th fish. Another rainbow. That was a pretty decent sized fish. It's a pretty decent rainbow. Next, as soon as I hit record, that fish came off. It looked like it might have been a brown trout. That would have been my first of the day. So I'll get another cast in and see what else I can catch out of this hole right here. All right, here's my 8th trout of the morning. Another rainbow. Not a bad fish. Alright, I'm hooked up again. Another rainbow. Not a bad fish. Alright, a couple casts later, I'm hooked up again. This is my 10th fish of the morning. Another rainbow. Two casts later, trout number 11. Yet another rainbow. So it's turning out to be a pretty good morning. I wasn't real impressed with the water levels here. The water seems a little bit lower than I thought it was going to be, but just fishing this stretch through down here, I've already caught 11. So keep fishing and see how many I can get up to today. Alright, I'm hooked up to my 12th trout of the day. It's another rainbow. Decent sized fish. Alright, here's my 12th fish. Wish I would have hit record about a second sooner because he did a couple jumps out of the water. Looks like another rainbow. Not a bad fish. Alright, I'm hooked up to my 13th fish. Another rainbow. Decent fish. Alright, here's fish number 13. Another rainbow. This one's actually pretty small. Alright, I just want to take a second to talk about my rig today. What I just caught all those trout on is a fishing a little tube jig like people use for crappie fishing or pan fishing, and it's just been catching me a lot of fish this morning. This was stocked 2 weeks ago, I think, so the fish have been in here for a little bit, and they've had a bunch of people fishing through. There's boot prints everywhere. The trail's pretty beaten down, but the way I look at it is as soon as you start throwing something at the fish that they haven't really seen before, like this tube jig, you're probably going to start catching them, and it's working for me so far today, so I'm going to keep fishing my way down through here and see what else I can catch. Alright, here's my 14th fish of the day. Decent sized rainbow. Next cast, here's my 15th fish of the day. Another rainbow. Alright, a couple casts later, here's fish 16. Once I get to 20, I think I'm going to go home and get my fly rod and come back, since there's still really nobody else out, which I'm pretty surprised about because it's a Sunday. Pretty decent rainbow. Alright, well, I had another fish hooked, but it came off before I could press record. That would have been number 17. So I've landed 16 so far. Had a couple come off the hook. And right now I'm actually going back to the truck to warm my hands up a little bit. It's still only like 30 degrees out, and I'm gonna go home and get my fly reel and my fly box. I have my fly rod, but I woke up late this morning and I was in a hurry to get out here, so I ended up forgetting my my reel and my fly box. I'm gonna go back home and grab those and come back out and keep fishing, even though it's like 10:30 on a Sunday. There's really nobody else out here right now, so I'm gonna go get my fly gear and see if I can catch any fish on that. Nice rainbow. Alright, well, my battery's getting low, but I have my fly rod out here now, 9'5" weight. I'm gonna be throwing a little egg pattern because I've been catching mostly rainbows out of this hole, so I'm gonna shut this camera off, save some battery, and hopefully I can catch a couple on the fly rod. Alright, well, I was stupid. I left my camera on the tripod back there, and I hooked a rainbow on a pink sucker spawn fly. And no footage on that. Like I said, I left my camera back there on the tripod. Cut it right down there. So that's my first trout on a fly rod of 2013. And I'm going to keep fishing this sucker spawn through here and see if I can hook any more. Alright, I hooked up again on my sucker spawn. Another rainbow most likely. Not a bad fish. Second on a fly rod for this year.